Okay, this is Erin and Sammy training session number 7. This was a fairly quick workout. We start off with front squats. This is Erin. Look at those knees. Every lifter has certain things you need to tell them. You need to cue them to make them be aware of. With Erin, it's her knee valgus, and it's getting way better. You see that? These knees don't move out much. That's 95 pounds. Now this is 105. Again, she has great form here. I was happy with this.
Knees out.
Erin is almost as strong with front squatting as she has regular squatting. And that's 105. And then this is 115. This is her previous 1 rep max. She ends up getting 2 reps. Knees come in a little there, but second rep looks a little better. But yeah, that's 2 reps with her previous 1 rep max. So I was very happy with that. That's a PR. This is sumo deadlifts, 135. Just like 5 weeks ago, Erin was struggling with this weight. She could barely do it. And you can see this, she just flies up. Looks like she could get that for 10 reps if she wanted. And now here's Sammy with front squats. I told Sammy to do 3 reps, and she did 4 like a rebel. Form looks pretty good. Sammy does wide stance squats with everything, even front squats. Okay, this is 155. The weight is flying up. Looks great. 3 reps. Now here's Sammy with 155. Back position looks good. Sammy has to work on butt wink. That's her, her thing we have to cue with and make sure she doesn't let her low back round when she does things. Whereas Erin doesn't have to worry about that. This is 175, and Erin gets 3 reps, so her previous, her 1 rep max is 185, so she got 3 reps with 175. Now here's Sammy. This is 175, and watch this 3rd rep here. She loses it in rounds. That was bad.
Good depth.
Sammy wasn't concentrating there, and it's very, very important to concentrate. That's how injuries happen. So Sammy kind of had an off day, but she made up for it the next training session. Okay, here's Erin with goblet squats. I love this exercise for her because she tends to cave in at the knees. This exercise makes her keep those knees out. See how the elbows have to travel in? This is 50 pounds, and she gets 12 reps. This is a great exercise for her. I just gave her 1 set. And now here's Sammy, 185. I told her make sure that low back doesn't lose its arch. She got it. That's a max front squat for her. Okay, here's Sammy with 155-pound deadlift.
Looking better.
You see here, she falls backwards there. So Sammy had an off day. But it's okay. These off days happen from time to time, especially that for people who haven't been training for very long. And over time, you get really good at your training. And here's Erin with kettlebell deadlifts. You can see she got a little squirrely there. I should have just not had her touch the ground with them. It was the rebound off the floor that was making her squirrely. But as a trainer, you pay attention to these things and you learn what to do different next time around. Okay, here's Sammy sumo deads. That was 185, and now this is 205. Sammy's so hip dominant, There I am using my phone too. I'm using 2. I try to film video clips for Instagram too. So Sammy gets 3 reps with 205. Or no, that's 225. So that's tying her previous record with better form. So to me, that's a PR. When you tie up a previous record, but you use better form, that's a PR. Okay, we used a higher bench this time because the bench was being used. So this is hip thrust with a higher bench. Erin didn't like it as much. She felt it a little more in her hamstrings and not her glutes. So, but this is a high. I said we're just going to do 2 sets of really high reps. So here, Erin gets 30 reps here, which is great because she used to get this for 10 reps. And so, yep, she felt that set a lot in her hamstrings. The next set she felt more in her glutes. And here's Sammy. This is 135. This is a piece of cake for Sammy. Here she gets in her groove and just starts motoring. And she ends up getting 30 reps or so. What I love about, you know, Sammy has such long femurs. You know, squatting and deadlifting, she's a very strong squatter and deadlifter, as you can see, but it's not the most coordinated lift for her. But hip thrust, it's so stable, you know, she's not going anywhere, so this lets her express her maximum gluteal power when she does hip thrust, because she's not limited in coordination or stability. Okay, this is 185, and I believe Erin gets like 11 or so, or 12 or something. But she felt this set more in her glutes than her last set, which she felt most in her hammies. But this is too high of a bench. It needs to be lower. Again, as a trainer, you learn these things. I won't use this bench again. Sometimes Erin tends to skimp on her range of motion on these. I have to remind her to go up all the way. Whereas Sammy's usually very good at going up all the way. Sammy has incredible end range glute strength. She's probably the best I've ever trained at that. This is 235, and I think Sammy gets 15 reps. Back last year I trained Sammy for a bikini competition. I think her record was 245 for 20. So now she's at 235 for 15. So she's 10 pounds off and 5 reps from her previous all-time best strength. And now here's them doing band seated hip abductions. You can see the different styles here. Sammy likes doing them with her feet, you know, way out in front of her and a more upright torso, whereas Erin likes to lean in and have more hip flexion. And Sammy kind of starts in a valgus position and goes to neutral, whereas Erin kind of goes outside into a varus position. So it just shows you, you know, the different. Everyone's different. You got to tinker with these to feel what works for you best. Now we move on to bench press and close grip bench. So I was very happy with this close grip bench session. This is Sammy with 75. I had him do 3 sets with 75 pounds.
Tuck your elbows more. There.
Can't remember exactly how many reps the girls got, but it's not easy to beat. For, you know, you got to keep in mind this is like week 4, so it's, you know, what did you guys look like your first month of bench pressing? You know, now they'd lifted before, but never like powerlifting style where the bar goes lower. And it's almost harder to ingrain proper movement patterns once you've learned a certain way. So for those of us who bench like bodybuilders with the bar, you know, our elbows flared and the bar going higher up on the chest, it's very hard to learn how to tuck the elbows and touch the bar lower on the chest. But they do a pretty good job here. And it's funny, some reps you see them struggle and kind of grind them out, and then some reps just fly up, and that just goes to show you how important, you know, technique is in bar position. See, like that one grinded it out, but then you'll see Erin get, oh, that one she barely got. But then it's weird, you'll see another rep go up faster, like that one.
Get tight.
It's all, that's why you have to learn the exact place where it's best for you to lower the bar and keep your elbow flare at the right, you know, the perfect positioning.
Nice.
And that's this, you know, this is why experience and skill are so important in powerlifting. But what I like is the girls are using good, their back position, you know, they're keeping an arch, they're remaining stable, they're not flailing all around. So for month 1 of bench pressing, I'm super proud of them, because their benches have both gone up a ton. Sometimes Erin, a couple times on the bench, she's tried to squeeze out that last repetition, and I had to go rescue her, which you got to admire in someone. So anyway, that was session 7. Except for some squirrely reps, I was happy with this session. Thanks for watching.